Hey guys, this is James from the On The Go podcast, letting you know the catches every Monday and every Friday on YouTube, Spotify, and on iHeart.
All right, and we're back.
All right, so let me see if I can kind of switch these around. These things are so huge.
We are back with the Hyperthetically Speaking segment. This time, James is going to be reading me the hypotheticals.
Yes, I will.
We're gonna have some fun on this show.
Gonna test my Houston education.
Houston education.
See if I can read. Let's go. Let's see. Pull it out. Boom. This is mystical clay.
All right.
All right.
Read it to me.
Do I start with the stuff in the black, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Top down.
All right.
And your best narration voice that you can possibly give me.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I'm
not exactly John Esposito.
I'll go get some AI
right?
chatbot to do a Morgan Freeman voice.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so a major earthquake occurs in California. After the damage is assessed, workers discover a strange type of clay that was exposed by the fault line. Immediately, certain workers report a bizarre sensation. Merely touching the clay gives them the euphoric and almost sexual sense of well-being. God. They only need to touch it once to feel great forever. Soon, thousands of people begin flocking to the clay to experience it. About 1 in 4 people with the euphoric effect, regardless of gender, age, and nationality. The rest of the population feel nothing at all. Scientists who study the atomic structure of the clay realize this substance could also serve as the cleanest and most completely efficient fuel ever discovered. 1 pound of clay could power all of Los Angeles for 10 years. Well, that's good to know. However, those who have been personally and spiritually affected by the clay implore the government not to pursue this avenue. They insist that using the clay as energy will destroy mankind's ability to feel joy. They cannot explain what this means, but they overwhelmingly and pacifically suggest that this is literally what will happen. In fact, many claim that will attempt to overthrow the U.S. government if the clay is misused in any way or whatsoever. So, you are in the second term of your tenure, and as President of the United States, the clay has no effect on you whatsoever. Would you support an initiative that allows for 5% of the clay to be mined?
That's it? That's the whole question?
Yeah, that's the question.
So I'm not affected by the clay.
Yeah, you're not affected by the clay.
This is my second year, you said?
Yeah, second tenure.
And
as President of the United States, the clay has no effect on you whatsoever.
And now I need to make a decision if I should keep mining the clay. Have we started mining the clay? Did it say?
I think so, yeah.
We started mining the clay. Assuming I haven't sat down with any of the clay touchers, or the touched, I'll call them.
Pretty sure if you did, you probably had a little hand grope your leg.
Yeah, I'll call them the touched.
And like, yo, man, back up.
Assuming I haven't sat down with the touched and had some sort of conference with them about why they know and how they know, but they won't give specifics, right?
No.
They won't say like what their reasoning is.
That would be a good point to give like a reasoning of why it has no effect on you.
Right. So I would probably try to meet with the touched privately and just kind of
we wouldn't do that.
And just just kind of say, hey, what do you know and how do you know it? And then we can sit down and talk about stopping mining this stuff.
Sure, sit down.
Because as of now, it seems to have a beneficial nature to our energy issues. Not even energy issues, right? It's just like, oh, hey, this is an alternative to fossil fuels, which is what a lot of environmentalists want. So either I can destroy the world or I can keep the environmentalists happy. I don't know. I would try to have some sort of like conference with them. It's hard to say because in the scenario, I've already started the mining.
Yep.
I've already started the mining. I'm probably also jaded because I haven't had the enlightenment that the touched has had.
So you're probably a little jealous.
I'm a little jealous. But I wonder if anybody in my circle has been enlightened. You know, do I have a good friend? Have you touched the clay? Have you been enlightened? Has
Our
Joel touched the
secretary?
clay? Has he been enlightened?
I definitely don't need Joel to touch that clay at all.
Who do I know personally who's touched that clay who can kind of tell me and help me make this decision? Because I got a whole country to think about here.
Would you be upset if I touched it and I had power?
I don't think so. I'm not that kind of person.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Keep that in the back of my mind for now.
So it's a tough call. I don't know if I can say I'd stop or not. I don't. It's hard.
Really?
Let me look at this.
I'm telling you the truth. It ain't something I just made up.
Well, it says only 5%. So would you support an initiative that allows 5% of the clay to be mined? What does 5% have to do with stopping the end of the world?
That makes no sense.
It just slows it down. So what are we really stopping here? I mean, in that case, I would probably support that, but I think every year I'd have to talk to these touched people and just ask them.
These touched people?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling them, James.
They have
They're
names.
the touched.
No. They have names. They're humans.
They're the touched. They touched the clay and the clay touched back. That's what it is.
Touch these people.
Yeah. That's what I would do. I would support the initiative. If that's the question at the end of the day, I would support the initiative, but I would have like a yearly or a bi-yearly meeting with these people to find out how close we are to, destroying ourselves over this clay.
You definitely should run for president. You sound so political. You definitely say that was definitely such a political answer to take.
Oh, well, that's what came naturally to me.
I'm getting another one.
Yeah.
I'm getting another one. I ain't like that one too much.
All right, man. We got 2 more.
All right. And shuffling, boom. This one is Joe's six-pack. All right. You are placed in an inevitable position of having to compete for the right to stay alive. You will be matched against a person of your own gender in a series of 5 events. An 800-meter run, a game of Scrabble, a 3-round boxing match, and the debate of legalization of a late-term abortion, scored and officiated by reputable reputable judges, and the math portion of the SAT. Yeah. In order to survive, you must win at least 3 of these events. Your opponent will be playing for his or her life as well. However, you get to pick your opponent. You can either A, compete against a person selected at random, or B, compete against someone who is exactly like you. If selected at random, the individual could be at any age or skill level. He or she might be an infant with Down syndrome, but this person might also be an academic All-American linebacker from Notre Dame. If you pick the average human, he or she will be precisely your age and will have identical level of education. The person will be a perfect cross-section of your particular demographic. He or she will be at average height and an average weight, with a standard IQ and the most normative life experience imaginable. Wrote down on that one. So whom do you select? Or perhaps more accurately, do you feel that you are better than an average version of yourself?
I would pick the average person. And do I think I'm better than the average form of myself? I feel like I'm pretty average.
You're not average, Jacob.
So I think
you're not average, Jacob.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Like, I'm not saying like when you say you're average, you're like, oh, I'm just the average Joe. You're not the average Joe because you're doing something that
Yeah, but physically.
Oh well, yeah, okay, yeah, physically,
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Physically, mentally, intelligibly, I feel like I'm pretty average.
Okay, I get you from that standpoint. So all right, that makes sense.
I would go up against an average person. Now, what were the events again?
Okay. So the series of events are an 800-meter run, a game of Scrabble, a 3-round boxing match, a debate over legalization of late-term abortion. I think it's just probably yours right there. And it's scored at officiated reputable judges. And the math portion of the SAT. I feel like you can do that one too.
No, I can't. I was bad at math.
No.
The math and the run is going to get me. the debate, depending on what side I'm on, I could probably do pretty okay.
Scrabble.
Scrabble, I could probably do pretty okay with.
You played that before, right?
Yeah, I played Scrabble. Scrabble. Really, that's almost like a luck game, right? It's the luck of the draw.
I've
the
never played
numbers you
Scrabble
get.
before.
Yeah, it's luck and it's knowing words.
Yeah.
So
Knowing how to spell, right?
knowing how to spell and just working with letters they give you, right? So the debate would be kind of tricky because late term abortion. How late are we talking?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's like 6 months or something like that, it's too late in the game at that point.
Yeah, I don't know how I can debate for that.
Yeah, you might as well go and push that bad boy out.
Yeah. So the debate one is gonna be tricky.
Yeah.
But if I had to do it to survive, because am I dying if I don't make it? Is that
In order to survive, you must win at least 3 of these events.
All right. Well, in order to survive, I could probably pull a good debate out of my butt. You know what I
Khadijah
mean?
will be playing this too. 'Cause it says your opponent will be playing for his or her life as well.
Why is Khadijah my opponent?
I just wanted to make it more challenging.
What?
I just want
You can't change the rules. It said I can choose.
I just wanted to make it more
You
challenging.
can't contradict the card.
Oh,
This ain't
boy.
Squid Games.
So, what's the 3 events again that you joined that you going to do? 800 meter run, you getting killed on that one, you said.
Well, if I'm going up against someone who's like me, I probably stand a decent chance because we're both not really going to be. We're both.
But they
not
have
gonna be
to
good at
match
that.
it, though. They got to match it. So, the 800 meter run, you think you got a shot in that one?
I think I probably could. If I could
So-
go up against someone who's like me, I might have a shot.
So you
Because
gotta-
we're both going to be bad at that.
You got to match it that one. You said Scrabble,
Scrabble, I think I could be pretty decent at.
the round boxing match.
The 3-round boxing match. That's another one. I don't know. I haven't really fought anybody.
You're not coordinated.
I don't know how scrappy the other guy is.
Well, if he's just like you, then
That's true.
Yeah. Well, both of y'all could be hit and win.
Yeah.
So that
It
could
might
possibly
just,
work.
It might just be who tires.
Yeah, who tires out?
who
Yeah, you just wait them out.
I think I got good odds going against someone exactly like me.
Yeah, just wait them out. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, math portion of SAT.
That's
And I know you say you suck at math, but
that's the only one that's gonna get me.
I don't
So
know. I think you pull it off, man. I think
maybe
you pull it
if
off.
I had to, we'll see.
All right. So you want to do another one?
Yeah, let's
All right,
do
okay.
one more.
One more.
And then I'll tie this all together.
All right. Cool. Good luck with that one. I'm shuffling. The countdown. Oh, finally, not a long story. You are presented with a strange challenge. Someone dares you to count backward from 300 to 0. If you succeed at this simple request, you will be given $25,000 in cash. However, if you misspeak, get any digit incorrect, or make any mistake whatsoever, you will immediately be doused with gasoline and burned alive. So the question I pose to you is, do you attempt this challenge?
No. Is that it? Is that
Yeah.
all of it?
Yep.
No. What kind of?
Well, it's just I don't
You
think
got
you
more
can
to
just-
read for me? What's happening?
No,
here?
I'm just saying, like, I don't think you could just say no and just pull out and boom, that's it. Like, I don't think you could just do that.
It doesn't
Like,
give me a repercussion. It doesn't tell me if I say no, something else is gonna happen.
I don't think that gives you the right to let's just hear this situation out. $25,000 in cash. You doing pretty good? You doing pretty good at home?
I think I'm doing decent to not get burned alive for it.
If you succeed at this simple request, you will be given $25,000 in cash.
Count down from 300, James.
I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
No, I'm just saying I'm not doing it on the show. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying I can't do it on the show.
Yeah, huh? You can't
300.
do that on the show while recording.
299,
Imagine if someone's
298,
I won't interrupt you. Go ahead.
297, 296, 200, 295, 294, 293, 292, 291, 100. Right?
What?
100, right? I
100.
count from 300 down, so no, I'm still on 200.
You're burned alive.
Damn.
You can't question.
I messed up.
You can't.
However, he said if you misspeak, get any digit in the correct. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking like Michael Jackson for them.
You got 10 down.
Yeah. Well, so much for that. But if the cash was in front of my face, I could do it.
If the cash was in front of you.
If the cash was in front of my face, I could pull it off. So you didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that at all.
You just said no automatically. You just didn't say. You just I don't need the money. I'm good. I was like,
I don't want to be burned alive, man.
You not gonna be burned alive. All you gotta do is count down from 300 on down.
Okay. I want you to practice. We'll both practice. And then next week.
Yeah, that's fine. When we do this segment again, we'll revisit that one question.
All right. So what's gonna happen is,
I definitely want to see how you gonna get this together.
in whatever dystopian world we live in the future, they had this competition for who's gonna be president next.
Okay.
It's Joe's Six-Pack, right? I won because I played against myself. I played against an average Joe, and I beat him. And that's how I became president.
Okay.
And 8 years or 6 years into me being president, this magic clay comes around and ruins everything. Everyone's enlightened. I touched it. I don't get enlightened. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to mine this stuff. We're going to use it for energy. Well, the stupid hippy-dippy environmentalists come around and they say I can't do that because the world's going to end. But they won't tell me why because they're too good. They think they're better than me.
Okay.
So in order to keep the peace, I make a deal with them. I'm like, hey, I'll only mine 5% of this energy-saving clay that enlightened you so much, but you can't tell me why it's going to cause the end of the world. And for whatever reason, they're happy with that, which makes me think they're full of crap.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't tell me. And every year I propose, like, hey, let's get together. You tell me a little bit more, and we'll work on mining more or less. You know, we hold a debate every year, and I'm looking for a family member or a personal friend of mine to get touched by this clay, so they can tell me what's up because I need to know. Because I only got 2 terms left. Because then I gotta fight somebody.
Oh man,
I gotta do this stupid race again. Because that's what happens in this world, James. Like every year you do a Hunger Games style triathlon thing.
Which I wouldn't be opposed to.
Which I've managed to win twice so far.
Oh, yeah, you managed to win twice?
I've managed to win twice.
Yeah, nice.
But now this magic clay has enlightened people, and people a little bit smarter and faster at stuff.
I just love the Stephen King reference you put in that.
So I don't know if I'm going to make it the second time, but I'm looking for somebody to help me out here, and I'm not getting very far. Meanwhile, this crazy man comes up to me, kidnaps me, and tells me, hey, count down from 300, or I'm gonna set you on fire if you can't do it, and I'll give you $25,000. And then I have to tell him I'm the president. I don't need $25,000.
Yeah, because you got more than 25. You're the richest man in the world.
Yeah. Also, I'm worried about this clay. I can't count. I can't concentrate. I'm not enlightened. So that's my story. That's how I put all this together.
That was a rough one.
That was a rough one.
That was a rough one. I was like, I was wondering the whole time reading these 3. I was like, how is he going to put these together?
But you know what? I went for it. I doubled down.
You did pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
You did pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
All
now,
right.
what happens afterwards is left up to the wind. I don't know.
I mean, unless we just tie it into the next one for next week.
I don't think we're doing that.
We're not doing that? Yeah,
No.
yeah.
You remember your story from last week?
No.
Exactly.
No. Because I did that one only on the fly. So
exactly.
yeah. So yeah, man, that was a good segment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good little game. Good little
Another
game.
hypothetical segment.
Yeah. I got an outro to play.
Oh, you got outro, cool.
Yeah.